So this experiment is going to show us the difference between living soil, which is represented by bread, versus dirt over here, which is represented by flour. And what we're going to do is pour some water on, and which is going to represent rain. And we're just going to do this through a tea strainer, but you can pour this straight on. And just to give it a bit of an idea of what happens when you put water on living soil versus dirt. Now, have a couple of moments to guess and have a theory before we move on. All right, let's do the raining. Now check that out. I've just poured the water on top, and notice how the living soil is still holding its shape, and it's actually soaking up the water. Now this is a good representation, bread, because there is microorganisms in here. Just like living soils, the yeast here is actually creating structure to the bread and is able to absorb moisture and allow airflow, which is perfect. That's what we want for our soils so we can grow plants. Now over here, let's do the dirt, which doesn't have any microorganisms. Check it out. As soon as I pour the water on, it starts to clump together and starts to have runoff. So the soil will actually get compressed. So instead of soaking up the water, it compresses and the soil structure gets destroyed. And why that is really important is because oxygen. We need oxygen for our plants to survive. They need oxygen at their roots. So what we really want to aim for in soils is to have living soils, and more on this later, but I hope this simple experiment gives you an idea of why it's important to have living soils versus dirt, as this is going to make your garden a lot more productive and make your job a lot more easier.